Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the 49th Annual Maple Lake St. Patrick's Day Parade. I am Deb Guyan, and joining me today, I have a new sidekick here. It's Jane Decker, and Jane has worked with the parade for several years. And Charlene couldn't fill in today, as you've heard in the last few years. So Jane Decker is joining me, and Jane originally from Maple Lake, and her heart is right here. So Jane, welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Thank you to SWTV for broadcasting this and bringing it to you live. And right now, I don't know if you can hear it, but the veterans are all up in by the city lot, and Pastor Cullen Curtis from Holy Cross just sang "America the Beautiful." And the parade should start proceeding towards us now. And that was Sheriff Sean Derringer, as you can see, getting back into his car, which this will be Sean's last ride as he is retiring at the end of the year. And this would be his 8th year as our Wright County Sheriff. So we have a bunch of sponsors to get through at some point here too. And I'll let Jane go here a little bit.
Thank you, Deb.
Yep.
Okay, starting out of our veterans, we have the American Legion, Post 131, along with the VFW, Post 7664. They're combined color guard today. A lot of the VFW guys are also Legion members, so they get together and do their color guards. So we thank these guys for their service. I know the VFW just celebrated 80 years last July. They had a party in Maple Lake. So we thank them and hope that their membership for the Legion and the VFW keeps growing.
So as you see, coming closer now here is, of course, our Wright County Sheriff, Sean Derringer, and I'm sure First Lady Tammy. And as you see him taking the corner here in front of us. So thank you, Sean, for your many years of service with Wright County, and always well protected. Thank you, Sean, and your staff. And here's some of the color guard that Jane had mentioned earlier. We'll let them go by here. You can take a good look at them. And like Jane said, thank you to these veterans and for coming out today. Must still be all part of them. Now it's VFW Post.
Yeah.
Lake Mary VFW
No.
is coming, will be coming into your screen here.
Sorry.
They just went around. Here's the chamber banner. And all the sponsors, which we'll try to get to today. And all the sponsors, so bear with us here. Jane knows a little bit history about, I think, this unit coming through.
Okay, we have Freedom Flight. I believe they're out of St. Cloud, Minnesota. They go to a lot of events and parades, and they are bringing awareness to the fact that there are many PIMIA people that haven't been accounted for. And
I don't know if you can hear the flames here, but we can sure hear them. The heat actually felt a little good.
It does, yeah. Every year there are more veterans remains that are found, sent home to be properly buried and given their families.
Here. So now we have coming through is Maple Lake Fire Department. That was Chief Peterson and his wife with the first vehicle here as they come through with their fleet of equipment. We can't speak over the whistle, so we might let you just take a look here. And thank you to the men and women on this department to keep our city safe and well protected. Just remember to look here too. Again, it's our Maple Lake Fire Department. I might be a little biased, Jane, but I think it's the best around.
Oh, absolutely. They're there when you need them.
Yep. That might be their new rig taking the corner here, I believe it is. And I'm not sure who's having more fun, the firemen driving it or the kids in it, so I'm not exactly sure on that, so. They had an open house today at the fire hall, Jane. Kids could come, touch the truck. They had grab bags, everything they gave away.
Nice.
So I hope they had a good turnout for that. It is a little chilly today, let me remind you, but we're going to get through this. And I'll start reading some of the sponsors here. Cedar Lake Metal Solutions, MP Next Level, Maple Lake Lions, Bernatello's Pizza, Maple Lake Lumber Company, Spray Foam Insulations, Star Bank, Maple Lake Property Owners Association, Buffalo Hospital, Alina Health, Digman Funeral, Lake Central Insurance Services, Lundeen Ford. Take it away, Jane.
Avenue Realty, Maple Lake Messenger, Sunfish Dental, The V by HH, Church of St. Timothy, Hagel Door Sales, Lake Region Co-op, M&M Bus Service, M&M Express Lube, Maple Lake Subway.
Here we have the City Council Mayor Lynn Kissack, new council member that's going to be appointed. Chris Logus and Scott Chatlin are all on there. The new gal that's going to be appointed for a person that left will be Tuesday night, and the lady is actually owns Subway here in town, so welcome to her. And wow, look at there, Jane.
Here they come.
Here they come.
What a great couple. Congratulations to them. They have done so much for Maple Lake.
This Al and Julie Hudick is the Grand Marshals. And like you said, Jane, they have done a ton of stuff. Continue to do stuff. Yesterday when I was driving through town, Julie and Al were still putting all the markers up as Star Bank helps us. Mark the parade out. And it's a great honor for Julie and Al. There's a big write-up in the paper. We ain't gonna have time to read everything now, but if there's some dead air here, or dead space in the parade, we'll sure try to read some of this. But very well deserving. They've been involved. They're still involved, and born and raised here. Yeah. So Julie and Al Hudick. What an honor.
Here's our Aquatennial.
Minneapolis Aquatennial has finished celebrating its 86th year. Festival founders selected the third week in July because this is the best weather on record for the year. The 2026 crew is thrilled to be celebrating in our community today. Join them the third week of July for the 87th annual Aquatennial. Now coming into your screen is the St. Paul Winter Carnival Junior Royalty. This is a 140-year-old tradition dating back to the 1940s. The junior court makes about 75 appearances throughout the year, learning public speaking skills, interpersonal skills. It's always a good thing. Please welcome the 2026 Junior Royalty Court. And now here comes our own girls, the Maple Lake Royalty, this is a bittersweet day for them. That was Miss Maple Lake Ellie, Maple Lake Princess Callie, Maple Lake Junior Princess Layla, Junior Princess McKinley, Little Miss Maple Lake Braylin, and Little Miss Maple Lake Harlan. Thanks for celebrating today. And this is bittersweet for them. They're giving up their crowns tonight. And again, that is at 5:30 at the high school. If you want to see the coronation, doors open at 5. Thank you, girls, for representing our city very well all through the last year. Now we have, they're going to go quick here.
Maple Lake candidate, Avery. Junior Princess candidate. Avery is sponsored by Apex Industrial Solutions. Good luck, Avery, at coronation tonight.
Now we have Emery that you just seen go through here. Lucky Charms Child School and Preschool is sponsoring them. Good luck at coronation tonight. Hazel Kruger is next, as you see coming into the screen here. Hazel sponsored by Integra Print. Good luck tonight in coronation, Hazel. You know what I like, Jane? These kids or any visiting royalty that come in there, they're having the time of their life, right? It's the first parade kickoff for these other cities coming in, and you can tell how fun they have. As you can tell by this, our streets are a little bare with people, but still a good turnout.
Oh, they love to dress up too, those girls. So here is junior princess candidate Lindsay Kempenek. She's sponsored by One Layer Technologies. Good luck, Lindsay.
And that was Nora Speetson just going through there for candidate for Little Miss Maple Lake. Good luck tonight. And BNC Heating and Cooling and Watson Real Estate Group of Edina is their sponsors. Thank you. Go ahead. There's a few people on the sidelines you can see, but not like in the past. So
this is Lucky Charms Child Care and Preschool. It's a privately owned child care center in Maple Lake. They're open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, serving children 6 weeks to 12 years. They provide safe, nurturing, home-like environment and supports learning, imagination, and each family's individual needs.
And they're located on Highway 55, right out next to Dollar General. That's not quite a year ago, I believe, that they opened. So it was a big welcome to our city. Again, I'd like to thank SWTV for being here and helping get this broadcast.
This is not St. Tim's. Damn.
Next coming through, as you see, is the Annandale Ambassadors. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Be sure to join us for the 137th this year, 4th of July celebration. That's a big one. There goes Annandale. Of course, they got to have the boat. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Here we have Gearhead. Look at them old snowmobiles. Wow. Gearhead get together August 15th. If you have a hard time remembering that, it's always the third weekend in August. Always the third weekend. And they also, as a kickoff, they have a snow machine rendezvous in February, too, now that they just got through with. So keep that on your calendar.
The St. Tim students are seen with their 2006 Spring Dinner and Auction Grand Prize Raffle 2006 Can-Am Defender HD9 XT side-by-side. You could win this or $15,000 cash. Join them Saturday, May 2nd at the V in Maple Lake for their 2026 Spring Dinner and Auction Lumberjack Bash. You can buy tickets, raffle tickets at from school families or at the parish or school offices.
Next, coming into your screen here, as you see, is the Monticello Royal Ambassadors, located right off I-94 in Monticello. It's nestled along the beautiful banks of the Mississippi River. Whether you come for the restaurants, retail, or recreation, Monticello has something for everyone. The ambassadors, Avery, Ella, and Lily, invite you to the Monticello River Fest, held July 10th through the 12th. Thanks, Monticello.
Is this Albertville?
Yep.
Albertville Royalty. Friendly City Days, along with 50 years of their program, they have Let Us Make Welcome Miss Albertville Claire, Princess Audrey and Chloe, along with junior princesses Riella and Lenora, Coriana, and Scarlett. The Albertville Royal Family invites you to join them at Friendly City Days, June 10th through the 14th.
And this, I believe that was that Delano going through? Yeah, it says Delano Royalty. Proudly represents the 4th of July. That's a big celebration over there for Delano. The ambassadors, Haley, Bella, Isabella, Ellie, and Brooklyn are feeling the luck of the Irish and are excited to be part of the parade today. Thank you for coming out, Delano. Again, I think it's the biggest 4th of July celebration in the state, if my memory serves me correct. Of course, we know how the memory goes, so.
Here comes the Husky Huddle and Malamute Mingle, calling all northern breed lovers. Join our Facebook group, Husky Huddle, Malamute, and Mingle. Whether your husky is a howling drama queen, or a professional escape artist, or a professional cuddler, this is the place for you. Join us for tips, trips, ticks, trip.
How's that working, Jane?
Stories, photo sharing and husky get-togethers throughout Minnesota.
Boy, and I'm sure they're not cold today. Look at the fur on
boy.
them. Aw, cute. So cute. Thanks for coming out. Always nice to have something different in the parade, so we appreciate them coming out. Wow. As you take a look there, I'd like to thank Jewel Cabinet Refacing is one of the sponsors, Zala Photography, and also the Book Break for helping Maple Lake put this on today. Could not do it without you, so thank you so much for that. Also, a quick shout out to the Queen Committee, Joy and Zach Navarro, Lily Workman, Audrey Lee, and Cassie Olson. Thank you for all you do for our Queens. It's a lot of work, and I thank you guys. Thank you. Wright County Dairy Princesses or royalty. Katie, Gianna, Sophie, Lauren. I'm missing some here, sorry. Last year, the Dairy Princess was Mallory Thorson from Waverly, and she was also chosen this year as Princess K of the Milky Way right around the State Fair time. So congratulations to her.
Here is the Buffalo Royalty Ambassadors. Irish blessings from the Royal Ambassadors of neighboring Buffalo. Miss Buffalo Erica, Princess Ameria. They're excited to participate in this Irish in Maple Lake today. Please join them the second week in June for Buffalo Days.
Then, as you see going through now, is the Big Lake Ambassadors. Invite you to join them during Spud Fest, July 25th through the 28th. And sorry we didn't get their names, but thank you so much for coming out and bearing the cold with all of us and ahead of the winter storm. So thank you. Next is the Legacy Football Club of Wright County. I think that also includes soccer when I was trying to look them up. May 11th through 24th, Buffalo and Delano, sign up now. I'm sure it's Legacy, I couldn't quite see their webpage. I'm sure you can Google it. Thank you.
Rooted in Maple Lake, Driven Electric is driven by craftsmanship, accountability, and respect for the clients, for their time and investment. Their mission is to provide safe, efficient electrical work while contributing to successful, well-run projects from start to finish.
And that would be Bobby Folby Jr. and his son Luke. And they're right kitty corner here from us where we're sitting is their building. So thank you for coming so far. As you see coming in now is Lester Prairie. They are the Lester Prairie Ambassadors. They would like you to join them on July 17th and 18th in Lester Prairie. And it looks like Stella, Lily, Joji, and I didn't catch the rest. And we don't have that right in front of us, so I apologize for that.
St. Michael Royalty is here. Queen Robin, Princesses Faith and Naomi, Little Misses Kennedy and Cecilia. Thank you for coming, girls.
Yeah, thank you, St. Michael. Like I said, we're ahead of this winter storm coming in. Last year it was chilly also, but I don't know, they're saying, I think we say anything from 1 to 78 inches, I think we're covered, Jane, for what's coming through. And of course, here you have your Wright County GOP. You have Senator Mike Holdenstrom, Representative Marion Rarick. You had Joe McDonald that just went through. And Marion, of course, hails right here in Maple Lake. And there's Wright County GOP. And they're still coming through. And of course, we'd like to thank the Wright County Reserves. You might catch them periodically here on four-wheelers who help kind of keep the parade moving and safety happening here. So thank you to the Wright County Reserves and Nick Palenti and for the parade committee.
Jamie helped him.
Yeah, we'll get back to that.
Yeah. Okay, Cokato Royalty, this should be, yes. Okay, we have Emma and Eva. They welcome you to the Corn Carnival that'll be held August 10th through the 12th. Thank you for coming.
The corn carnival stuff. Did you ever go over to that, Jane?
August 10th.
You ever been to it? Corn carnival?
Yes.
It's fun.
Yeah. Good corn. Good burgers, too.
Yes. Here you got coming now is the costume shop right downtown Maple Lake, owned by Tricia Manuel. And it's in the, I don't know, for us old people in town, it used to be Dirk's Brothers Groceries. It's right next to the fire hall. It was
Flower shop.
Flower shop. It was John's Sausage House when John
that's
Erger
right.
had it. So
Yep.
that's the building. If you're looking for costumes, if you've never been here, please come and visit because they've got a costume for everything, or they will figure it out for you. And very good, very good.
They actually provide a lot of costumes for local school plays and so on.
Yep. So Tricia and her crew
Yeah,
over
so
there.
She's busy all year long.
Yeah, very much so. I'd like to throw a thank you out to Star Bank for helping with the lineup yesterday and today, and they're always involved with that, and that's wonderful, and thank you for that, Star Bank.
Okay, look out, folks. Here comes the washerwomen. They aren't shy about dipping their mop in a water bucket and swirling it at you people.
They have 3 generations, it says here, and actually it's 4 generations. As you see Tricia waving. She has her 4 generations. She has her granddaughter Bee with her, but it started out Kathy Manuel was one of the original Irish washerwomen. Of course, there's Julia will be coming into the screen here. Anyway, so there's 4 generations. Kathy Manuel, her daughter Tricia, her daughter Julia, and now Julia's daughter Bee. So there's 4 generations of washerwomen here, although Kathy is not on the float, but she is very much a part of it. Irish washerwomen, it's always a favorite.
Yep,
Irish anglers, we miss them. It's a local youth fishing team that they can get involved with. That's all part of them right here, I guess, yes.
Yep, boys and girls, grades 6 through 12.
It's kind of like a league.
Yeah. They have a website, irishanglers.org, so you can check that out for more information.
Now coming in is Stiff Tongue Fest. I always have a problem announcing that, but Stiff Tongue Fest Ambassador Program. And ambassadors Carissa, Brianna, Haley, along with Little Miss Ambassadors Brooklyn, Aurora, invite you to join them in celebrating in Minnesota in Norwood Young America, which it's a big German festival, and they'll mark their 165th year this year.
Hanover. We have Hanover royalty. We have Queen Kayla, Princess Haley, and they invite you to Hanover Harvest Festival the first Saturday in August.
What's coming next? Wow, there they are, the Osmond Shrine Mighty Mites. This is one of the favorites right here, the little go-karts. This is probably, I think 2015 was their first year when I spoke with one of the gentlemen this morning. Jane and I went down, and he said he thought it was 2015, and we'll let them perform here a little bit, and always a crowd favorite, right? Oh, the one guy's on a side there. Holy buckets.
Oh, they'll go on 2 wheels. It's
That wouldn't be
crazy.
for me. Thank you for them folks coming out, and again,
Yeah, they're fearless.
they do this for the children in the hospitals is who they are serving. So
Right.
thank you.
Yeah, the Shrine Hospitals.
Yep.
Good cause. Oh, there's one on 2 wheels.
Gene, I wonder if they
look at that.
I wonder if they'd let us ride next year. I don't know.
Well, we got to sit on one years ago.
2016.
Yeah,
Yep.
got our picture taken.
Yep. They let us sit on them, but
They didn't tell us how to start them.
I think they knew better. They looked at us and went, "Don't tell them how to start it."
Take their keys.
Anyway, welcome everybody that's home today watching 2 Live. I know I had Jim Peterson, my neighbor, called me a little earlier. He says, "Deb, it's not being broadcast." Deb, it'll be going here soon. So anyway, hi to Jim and Margie. I know you're listening. And thank you for always staying on top of it, Jim. Keeping us on our toes. Thank you.
Here we have Rice Street Royalty. The program represents the north end of St. Paul and is the vibrant Rice Street community. Princess Heather, Princess Haley, and Queen Zanya will spend the next 5 months traveling the state of Minnesota, representing the north end of St. Paul, promoting community leadership. The Rice Street Royalty Program invites you to celebrate next year's Canadian Festival with them the first week in August.
As you can hear the music, it's as you see coming down here, it's the McBrady clan. And Joe and Mary would be very proud of this crew, and I'm sure they're smiling from heaven above on their McBrady clan. And so thank you for them coming. And, you know, we used to have a clan trophy, Jane, if you remember back in the day, and we'd get the Fitzpatricks from Waverly,
Yes.
and the Kelly clan from town here, which were the Northern Scolds, and
Yep.
and that kind of went by the wayside, and
Well,
but the McBradys are always here.
I was thinking about that. There was 4 different. There was Peterson's, Fitzpatrick, Kelly's, and the the McBradys,
Yep.
and they had a traveling trophy. But now I think 2 of those families go to the Waverly Parade.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if they're, yeah. So, and I'm sure their daughter Carol would be here, but of course she's doing all her wonderful work over in Zambia, but I'm sure she's going to rewatch it on the website.
Yep.
And
yep.
of course you can rewatch this on the city website. Again, that's SWTV channel 180 in Maple Lake. And again, there is the McBrady clan. Thank you for joining us in all your
Yes.
Irish attire.
Thank you, McBrady's and McDonald's. We need more families to get together and have a little unit in the parade. Show you're Irish, even if you aren't, just pretend.
And I think this still McBrady's, because there's Carla. Carla's in the truck that's coming around that she just went through.
Oh, yes.
Thank you to the McBradys. And of course, leading with the banner was Greg Thomas and his lovely wife Betty, who was a McBrady, so thank you.
6.
Now coming into view is the Farmington Ambassador Program. Look at them, all dressed in green. They're having a great time. Junior ambassadors Ari, Kate, Violet, and Claire, Caitlin, and Riley. Join them in Farmington. Top of the Tater Days, the 4th week of June. I hope they empty this truck before they're coming through.
This is Nelson's Sanitation and Rental. Patriotic Truck is the newest truck for Nelson Sanitation and Rentals fleet. It is used for servicing and delivering portable restrooms throughout central Minnesota. We need them too.
Oh, yes. So I just want to touch again on Julie and Al Hudick here, Jane. For all they've done, and again, there are Grand Marshals this year, and they've lived here their whole life. And I kind of got a kick out of, Al said the only time he's ever moved was when they were on the farm. He moved from, I think it was upstairs to the basement or something.
Yeah.
In the article, as I'm trying to, and he worked for they both graduated from Maple Lake High School in 1978, so now I'm going to age them. Al worked for the city, Public Works, for 26 years, just retiring recently, and Julie's been at the bank forever. I think she owns it by now, right, Jane?
She should.
But always they're there. Like I said, yesterday
Yeah.
I drove through town. They're setting up the stakes. And they've just been involved, whether it's, community theater was a big thing too. And of course, post-prom was near and dear to their heart, even before they had kids and after. And they continue to help out where they can. And the Messenger has a whole thing on the Hudicks. I could go on and on and on. And of course, Al's dad, Cliff, I believe, got this award back in 2005. So again, if you have not read the paper, I'm sure you could get it. It was the March 4th edition. Which featured Julie and Al, and yep. They said one of their more fun activities was the Maple Lake Community Theater, and I'll try to get on that when we have more time here. I'll bring up the Maple Lake Community Theater and some stuff we used to do. So anyway, here we are.
Should be Glencoe.
Should be Glencoe coming through here.
Is it? No.
Nope. Bethlehem United Church of Christ. which is right out here on 27, and they have the community pantry is always open 24/7, right out here on County Road 37, just east of Maple Lake, going towards the airport. That's Bethlehem United Church of Christ going through there. I'm not sure what, and here we have coming up is Foley ambassadors, includes Foley Junior ambassadors McKenna and Lauren. Little Miss Foley's Allison and Millie. They would like to invite you to the Foley Fun Days the third week in June. And if I remember right, isn't that where Irene Hudick was from
Yes.
back in the day, Foley?
Yes.
Hello, Irene, if you're rewatching. There's some things we never forget.
They don't let her back into Foley.
I'm sure not.
She's done a lot for Maple Lake too, and the parade
Oh,
years ago. so
absolutely, absolutely.
we'll keep her. Okay, here is Matt
Treichler.
Treichler for sheriff. He is a candidate for the Wright County Sheriff. He seeks your support. Please vote to elect him to the next Wright County Sheriff.
Again, Sean Derringer is retiring at the end of the year, and Matt is running. I'm not sure if he's running unopposed. I don't know that. But welcome to our parade, Matt, and thank you for stepping up to possibly fill the next sheriff seat. So thank you. Here we have some more. These queens, they come and
Okay.
I like it. They got all the green, and they're look at that. Look at that. They're getting into it.
This is the Glenwood Waterama. Happy St. Patrick's Day from the royalty from Glenwood Waterama. Queen Lila, First Princess Carly, Second Princess Taylor, Junior Queen Etta, Junior Princess Karina. They're delighted to celebrate with Maple Lake today and invite you to the 70th annual Waterama celebration, the last full weekend of July.
And there's the Osmond Shrine Calliope that just went through. So they're kind of piling up on here, us folks. So sorry about that, but it's the Osmond Shrine Calliope. Was built in 1928 in the USA. And of course, this looks like a bunch of clowns, which I believe is the St. Paul Clown Club.
Yes. Since 1946, the Clown Club's will celebrate 80 years, bringing joy and laughter to people in parades and community events throughout Minnesota.
Thank you for coming out. And they're in the right town because, of course, our queen of our clowns is Tricia Manuel and Masilla Mooseberger, and she always has her clown camps. And so if you're interested in clown camping, you get a hold of Tricia at the costume shop, and it's a week long to learn all the clowning techniques, and she gets people from all over the world for that. So if you're interested, get a hold of Tricia.
Yeah. This is Litchfield.
It'll be shortly coming into your view. There you go.
Litchfield Watercade Royalty. The girls are Miss Litchfield Brooke, Princess Caitlin, Princess Reagan, who is at Army Basic Training right now. Thank you for doing that. And Junior Princesses Hazel and Brooks. Thank you, girls, for coming.
I always say I want to get to these festivals, and I never do. Just to check them out.
There's just so much going on all the time.
Yes, here we have now, as you see coming into your TV screen, is the Maple Lake Federation of Teachers. They look forward to working with students and families every day. We appreciate the partnerships and community support we receive. We wish everyone a safe and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Montrose royalty is here. Jaden, with the Montrose Ambassadors, would like to wish you a happy St. Patrick's Day and invite you to celebrate Montrose at the end of this summer. I believe they have something, I don't have the date, but it's usually August. They have.
I think it's the same weekend as Gearhead here.
Montrose
It's always,
Days.
yeah.
Oh, that's, yeah, probably.
So, I think the butchery is next. You're going to have a little gap here on what you're seeing because I believe they're handing out some sort of treats, jerky or beef sticks or something, and I believe that is the butchery. And of course, the owners Doug and Melody Lindenfelser, and we will chat about some other stuff at our establishments today. The V, the Legion, King's 46. Spooky Brew Coffee, Madigan's, Maple Lake Bar and Grill. They have, I hope I didn't miss anybody. there's something going on. Green beer. There's bands. There's bands at every one of them, and so
Irish burgers.
Irish burgers, green beer, and everything Irish themed. Whether it's corned beef and cabbage, and I think Madigan's was running that for like 3 days. Like you could get it, I think next Monday and Tuesday too. So if you're interested in that, check out Madigan's. Again, would like to thank Cullen Curtis from Holy Cross Lutheran Church for singing at the beginning of the parade. I don't know if I mentioned that, so thank you to Cullen for that. And not sure what the temperature is today, but we got a decent crowd. As you can see, it's pretty decent
nice.
It's chilly. And last year was chilly. We had, if I remember right, there's Father Meyer. If you kind of look there on the right of your screen there.
He needs a hat.
Yeah, but it's fun to just see everybody dressed up in their green. They come out, they make the best of it, no matter the weather. Last year, I think we had about the same temperature. We had maybe a little spritzes of rain. I think the day or two before, we had like 70 degrees. It was just a weird system. All of a sudden, it dropped. And let me remind you now, next year will be our 50th annual, Jane.
Yes.
50th annual. This started
Yes.
way back in 1977, and next year will be Maple Lake's 50th annual St. Patty's Day parade. And a little history on that. They used to celebrate it right on March 17th, and they would let school out for the parade. People would close businesses. They'd do the parade, and then it was the early 80s, I believe it was. Andy Manuel and a few from the business said, Let's do it on the Saturday prior. We'll get more people. And that was a very good choice to Andy Manuel and Harold Brutlog and those kind of guys. So thank you for that. Now here we have the butchery, as you see, coming in here. And of course, they're located on Highway 55 in Maple Lake. Again, owners Doug and Melody. Lindenfelser. You craft it, we craft it, you crave it. Okay, I got that almost backwards. So, and good food, and what I like about Doug is he always is into the Maple Lake things. You know, he's always involved. He's at Makers and Growers in the summer, so don't forget about that event. It's May through September, one Sunday a month, and so don't forget about Makers and Growers this summer also.
Here is True Friends. It's a nonprofit organization providing life-changing experiences that enhance independence and self-esteem for children and adults with disabilities. Their programs include camp, respite, retreats, team building, therapy, and adaptive writing and travel, serving 25,000 individuals annually. They have locations in Maple Lake, Annandale, and Eden Prairie. They serve individuals in Minnesota and throughout the United States.
Wow.
Yeah, thank them for what they do. That's great.
Yep. Again, a shout out to SWTV, Bill Bruce and his staff. Top notch. Every year I've been here, everything's ready to go. They actually got a little heater in the booth here for us, so thank you for that.
Yeah.
So Jane and I aren't freezing to death.
No, it's not bad at all.
And so thank you to SWTV. Again, that's 180 Maple Lake. Glad to have you guys. And people at home again watching. I'm sure there's some people from the Manor. I know I have a good friend, probably Joyce Swingley, who is up there watching, and maybe Carol Northenskull. I can't think. There's several anyway. So thank you for tuning in. And you can always rewatch it on Maple Lake Channel 180, or you can bring it up on the internet on Maple Lake's page, and you can rewatch it there. So here we have. I think it's up the creek. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait till they get here in front of us, because sometimes people get mixed up, or there's been a change, or somebody's dropped out of the parade. So, again, I'd like to thank the Queen Aquatennial ambassadors for coming out, and they put on a big thing later for our Queen coronation again, which is at 5:30. Doors open at 5. Come and support that group if you can. They do a magnificent job. So, thank you. They're getting into it. I think that is the, I want to say that is up the creek, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong.
Well, she's riding a beer keg.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Up the Creek, which of course is in Silver Creek for those that don't know it. Great food, always something going on, so check Up the Creek out in Silver Creek, which is north of Maple Lake on 8, about 9 miles. Oh, check out up the creek.
Wonder if there's any green beer in that keg she's sitting on.
I'm thinking there's something in there, I think.
Well, there'll be some in town tonight, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yep, for sure. Yeah.
That's Cokato.
Yeah. So the parade's moving along here, and that's nice. It's again,
pleasure,
we're like under a winter storm warning. I think just for the record here, I think it starts at 4, and again, I think we're getting anywhere from 1 to 78 inches. I don't know exactly what we're getting, but at any rate, we know it won't last long. It's March, so it's supposed to be 50 next week, and here we have Pleasureland RV Centers.
They've been in business since 1971 with 11 locations to serve you in Minnesota, South Dakota, Wisconsin, with RV sales of all kinds, parts and service. Tell them the captain sent you.
Do we get a discount then, I wonder? I mean, can we rent one for free?
I couldn't even afford the discount.
I know, look at that thing. I could live in that, Jane.
Yeah.
I could live in that.
You'd have to, because
So now we have Right Hennepin Electric, which used to be located right here in Maple Lake. They moved to Rockford in 1993. They were established in 1937. They have more than 55,000 electric accounts. And of course, again, it's headquartered right now in Rockford, Minnesota. Thank you, Right Hennepin, and keeping us all powered up.
here is the Winstead ambassadors, Morgan and Yami. They're excited to celebrate St. Patrick's Day with us. They would like to invite you to join them August 7th and 8th for the Winstead Summer Festival. Thanks for coming, girls.
And of course, it's Windstock days too, but whatever, that's usually like June 20th or something. But anyway, it's another event.
Yeah. St. Francis is here. The ambassadors, Little Mrs. Elia and Aubrey, and their Mrs. Chelsea and Grace. Thank you, girls, for making the trip.
Yeah, again, so like next year's the 50th annual, so I hope the parade, I hope there's it'd be nice to, invite back like maybe past royalty or, just different things, and it'll be a big one. Let's hope we can have some nice weather and the streets will be packed. Again, that's next year, our 50th annual. Again, started in 1977, Jane. I was
I believe so.
sophomore in high school, so I'm aging myself. Again, we'd get let out of school. The first queen ever was called Snow Queen. After that, they became Queen Colleen's. And I'm not sure at what point it switched, and then it was Queens, and then it went to ambassadors for a while. Now we're back to the Queens, but a lot of history there. It would be nice to see some of the past royalty return on a float for our 50th. So I'm putting the bug into the ear of the people running the parade right now, okay? So that bug is going in, right, Jane?
You know what I'd like to see is people, young and old, make up a float. Just make up something crazy to entertain the folks and put it in the parade. We used to dress up goofy, and
yeah.
we just had a blast doing that and being in the parade, and it's different. It's I don't know. I know it's a lot of work, but we were crazy enough. We did it, and it was fun.
Well, back in the day, I remember like the mayor of Rassett would come through, and I'm sure you can about imagine who the mayor of Rassett was, and they had a little thing, the mayor of Rassett, and so as you see coming in here now are the Maple Lake Lions, and they do such wonderful things for our community. Can't say enough about the Maple Lake Lions. Of course, they're along the parade route here handing out candy and stuff for the kids. They're been serving the community for 80 years, and it's growing. The Lions is growing. We'd love to have you join us in the support of the community. We meet the second Thursday of each month at the V. Also, join us at our pancake breakfast, March 29th, which I believe also is that, they used to do the Easter egg hunt. I don't know if they're doing it, but
Sure.
It's March 29th, always at the high school. And visit our burger stands at Gearhead Get Together. They always have some burger stands up. Again, it's a great group. They're giving back to the community always, so thank you.
They do a lot. Here is Maple Grove ambassadors, Paige, Sabrina, and McKenna. they're excited to be here, and we thank them for coming. They would like to invite you to their festival. Oh, I don't have it.
That's all right. It's in Maple Grove anyway.
Yeah.
Coming into view now is the MMP Next Level, located right here in County 37 in Maple Lake, and they work in 37 states. Look at the rigs, and they employ, I want to say, 1,300 people. And many of them are our local friends right here. So if you're looking for a rewarding career locally or you want to travel a little, check them out. Happy St. Patrick's Day and stay safe from the crew at MP Next Level. And of course, in the truck was Linda Rassett, and Linda received what this year was the volunteer. What did they call that, Jane? The volunteer. I have it here. Linda Rassett, anyway, received like the volunteer award, a community award, community service award.
Yeah.
So Linda was in that MP truck. So thank you, Linda, for that. Here we have Oak Realty.
They are celebrating 52 years in business, working together to help buyers and sellers in the Maple Lake and Annandale area since 1974.
And they're located in Annandale, and of course, I think they have an office here right north of the
Yes,
Amoco.
one block north of BP on Maple Street.
And I believe I seen Steve Bregeman in there, and maybe his wife Kelly. But anyway, Beck, thank you for coming in that boat. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Yes.
Anyway, some of the other winners this year for Maple Lake was Business of the Year was Spooky Brew Coffee. Chamber Member of the Year, Nick Palenti, and the Community Service Award, that's what I was trying to think of course, was Linda Rassett, who you see her doing a tremendous amount of things around town, Gearhead, library, there's just a lot of things. And of course, again, our Grand Marshals, Al and Julie Hudick. So them were our big winners this year. So thank you, people, for all you do.
Well, and my partner here, Deb Guyan, is a winner this year of the Commodore Award. She'll be getting awarded that at the coronation later on this afternoon.
Well, thank you, Jane, for that.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Jane.
Well, you deserved it.
When they called me or texted me, actually, it was like the wow moment. I'm like, wow. So, yes. So, thank you to the Queens for honoring me with that. The Queen Committee, who's all the people involved there. They're in charge of that Commodore Award now. So, thank you, Jane, for bringing that up. And yeah.
So. This is Dojo Karate. They are at the Maple Lake Parade today, and if you mention the Maple Lake Parade when you go there, they will give you 1 month free. It's for adults, for kids, for life.
Dojo, and they've been in this parade quite a few years.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And you can tell they're having fun, and the kids are having a great time, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I always wanted to try karate, but I thought, I couldn't even get through tumbling. I remember my tumbling teacher said, I don't even want to tell you who the tumbling teacher was or what she said, but I wasn't very good at it, so I didn't think karate would be a thing for me.
I think they learn a lot of discipline with this karate also.
Well, I could have used the discipline part. I could have used that for sure. Again, here's the Dojo Karate out of Buffalo. And I don't know, somebody else driving through here. Randy Maven There goes Dojo, and now we have coming in, should be, I believe is it Holy Cross Church? I believe it is. On our screen there now is Holy Cross Church, right?
Yep. They have services Sunday mornings or Wednesday nights. Adults and children's faith formation is at 9:15 on Sunday. They also have a fun wilderness adventure planned for Vacation Bible School, August 3rd through the 6th. All are welcome to join. Here's the girls from the Hopkins Raspberry Festival. They're celebrating their 92nd festival the third weekend in July and host 5 days of events for all ages and interests, including Marketplace Fair, fireworks, Grand Day Parade, and of course, Raspberry Royalty Coronation. The princess is Violet, Princess Catherine, and Queen Citlalli.
That Freedom Flight's coming. Oh my gosh, the heat from that. That's awesome.
They want to invite us to the Raspberry Capital the third week in July.
The POW hot air balloon just went through, and boy,
They
that
always-
heat feels good. And of course, you see the Jude candy truck, which, you know, it is got to be the favorite. Peter Jude brings us every year, buys all the candy out of the goodness of his heart. There's Peter right there. Hi, Peter. And I don't even know what he spends on it or how many buckets he has. It'd be great to find that out maybe for next year. But thank you, Peter. And you're a fan favorite for sure. And I checked the temperature, Jane. Right now it's currently 34 degrees here in Maple Lake. So just for the record, it's 34 degrees.
Brr.
And yeah, it's chilly. And of course, again, like we said, there's a winter storm warning. And here you see the finally end of the parade here. I don't mean finally. This has been a great time, but this is Wright County Sheriff coming through here. Again, 34 degrees. Thank you, everybody that's at home watching. Thank you for everybody that came out today. Again, thank you to SWTV, Bill Bruce and his staff. What an amazing job you guys do. And I hope we didn't forget anybody. Again, next year is the 50th annual. Let's hope this is huge. Let's hope it's nice weather in these streets will be all filled up. And Jane, do you have any final?
No, I just want to wish everybody a happy St. Patrick's Day. If you can
Go to the Queens?
check out our sponsors.
Yeah.
If you can patronize our sponsors.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, you know, there's lots of food and vendors available, beer and so on. So party responsibly so you get home safe.
Yep. Again, SWTV, thank you. And on behalf of Jane Decker and myself, thank you, everybody, for joining us. And we will see you at the 50th annual next year in 2027. Happy St. Patrick's Day.